He won the race, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do for the next few years. I think he's going to kill it. Every single thing he does, he puts 100% of his effort into it, and I think he's going to do an amazing job, and he deserves this more than anyone in the whole world, and he's going to kill it and make America great again, and he's really going to do what's right for the people, and that's what he doesn't need this job. He doesn't need it at all. He can just play golf for the rest of his life and just live in Mar-a-Lago, but he wants to fight for this country, and he has a vision, and he's going to...
I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I don't know very many men who want to be talked to the way that this man has been talking to men in his audience. I don't know any women, and I know his grandchild was up on the thing, and they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about. Yeah. Talking about Trump.
And she likes me. She even put me in her movies.
I was just going to say.
She put me in her movies, right? A long time ago. So how much did I judge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a preview. Whoopi, I love you. I'm telling you.
And they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about. Talking about Trump.
Fired.
Well, because there are no consequences.
Right. That's at the heart of it.
Whoopi, what do you want those consequences to be? Do you want to jail Elon Musk? Elon Musk got a loan from the government and now he talks about the government? Like, what is these people? It's just so incredible, the tolerant and diverse class. And what do I always say? If you just peel off that very thin veneer of tolerance, underneath it lies something really, really rotten and authoritarian and bad. And guess what? You should be critical of the government. Of course you should be critical of the government, of the regime, because do you know what? The government, especially over the last couple of years of the COVID nonsense and everything else, has gone completely bananas.
Who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs. Watch out.
So what happens when a beloved icon hits your breaking point in a dramatic courtroom moment? Whoopi Goldberg, the beloved actress and television personality, collapsed. After hearing the judge's final verdict, this unexpected twist has left both the courtroom and the public in shock, raising serious questions about what truly happened behind closed doors. Whoopi Goldberg has always been known for her comedic timing and acting skills, but she's also become a force to be reckoned with on TV, especially as a co-host. On The View, she's not afraid to speak her mind, often pushing the boundaries of what's considered polite. This bold approach can make her a favorite among some and a target of others. Some of her fans love her for being so honest and unfiltered, but critics think she's too bold and sometimes hurts people with her comments. As she continues to speak her mind, people are starting to wonder if she's pushing it too far. The View has always been known for its lively, sometimes chaotic atmosphere, which was originally designed to be a space for women from different backgrounds to share their opinions over time. The show has evolved into a spectacle of passionate debate and heated discussions. While this formula can be entertaining and informative, it also frequently leads to arguments and confrontations. Whoopi in particular has often turned an already volatile situation into an all-out battleground. She's had feuds with the other hosts, insulted guests, dismissed entire political groups, and even LED. The View is still a ratings powerhouse. People tune in every day to see the drama and tension unfold. Some people think that Whoopi Goldberg is an important part of The View, while others think she is bad for the show. Some people think that the show will always be popular because of the moments that Whoopi is a part of, especially because the internet is all about the moments. Other people think the show is already getting worse because the other co-hosts can't keep their cool. The people in charge of the show might like the attention it brings in ratings, but they might also be worried about the show getting too dramatic. This could lead to the show's collapse. So is Whoopi too much of a risk? Or is she simply giving the audience what it wants? Direct, bold opinions that lead to viral conversations. Social media is constantly abuzz with mixed reactions to Whoopi's and behavior. She's been called everything from a bold revolution AR to a rude instigator. Some viewers demand her removal, while others praise her for her unapologetic willingness to speak her mind. Whoopi remains calm and undeterred as she continues to moderate the show. This is a good time to look more into the problems she has caused. These problems include arguments about politics, fights with country music stars, comments about the Holocaust, and problems backstage that made the audience speechless. One particularly heated moment that sparked a lively debate was when Kai Trump, the granddaughter of former President Donald Trump, gave a speech at the Republican National Convention. In her speech, Kai painted her grandfather as a down-to-earth, family-oriented man. She described him as a man who hands out candy checks in on her, regularly and proudly boasts about her achievements to his friends. This was a softer, more relatable side of the former president. Many of Trump's supporters like this portrayal, however. Whoopi had a different take. She accused the Trump family of trying to change how people see Trump. She urged people not to be swayed by the warm and fuzzy narrative. Whoopi's doubt about the choice to put her teenage granddaughter in the spotlight made some viewers uncomfortable. Many people thought her response was too harsh. They thought she was wrong to drag a young person into the complicated and often divisive world of adult politics. Some people supported Kai's speech and agreed with the family's attempt to show a more human side of Donald Trump. They thought Thiefert should be seen in a positive light as an honest portrayal of a grandfather's love for his granddaughter. But others, including Whoopi, said that in politics, a candidate's image is often made more positive, especially during an election. Whoopi's way of sharing her thoughts was problematic. Her tone seemed dismissive of Kai's emotions, implying that the teenager was merely a pawn in a carefully orchestrated political playmany. People were offended by this because they felt that Whoopi was being too harsh and unfair by dismissing Thestry. Social media exploded with opinions about the incident. Some people praised Whoopi for not apologizing about her views on campaign tactics. Others condemned her for being insensitive. They urged her to remember that Kai was just a teenager. The producers of The View probably expected some negative reactions, but they were surprised by how strong the responses were. Where some critics said that Whoopi had crossed a line by publicly criticizing a child's experience, suggesting it was an ethical mistake. But the network was not bothered by the criticism. In fact, the number of people watching the show went up as the controversy spread on social media. People used hashtags like #fire, Whoopi, and #keep Whoopi on Twitter. This was just one example of the many scandals and debates that have come to define Whoopi's time on The View. Whoopi made people angry when she said that Donald Trump could be dangerous again if he became president. She urged Americans to wake up and recognize the dangers they faced. If he became president again, she sounded alarmed, talking about how democracy could be unstable if Trump got back into the White House. She even said that he could cause real harm. Whoopi's words were clear. She believes that Trump is a threat to democracy. She urged people to vote in a way that would prevent Trump from ever holding office again. This caused strong reactions from both his supporters and his opponents. Supporters of Donald Trump quickly responded, saying that Whoopi's warning was too extreme and not rational. They accused her of spreading fear-based rhetoric designed to make both the candidate and his supporters look bad, and social media people asked if such intense rhetoric was appropriate for a public daytime talk show, especially one that was known for hosting different political views in contrast. Whoopi's fans supported her, praising her for exposing what they believe were dangerous Republican policies. They said she was just bringing attention to issues that they felt were being ignored or made less important at the same time. The people in charge of the TV networks didn't seem worried about the negative reactions. They let the controversy continue. Clips of Whoopi's emotional warning were shared a lot on news sites and social media. This made more people talk about the issue. Journalists and commentators gave their opinions, asking if her comments about a political figure were too much. The increased attention also helped the views ratings, which these shows often use to get more viewers. Because of this, The show's producers didn't quickly try to stop her, knowing that comments like these can create a lot of excitement. Some viewers didn't believe the whole thing and thought